Hey guys, I'm Josh Gad.
Hi everyone, I'm Allison Janney.
Yo, this is Godfrey.
You are watching Covino and Rich.
Covino and Rich.
You're watching Covino on Rich.
I hope you enjoy, or don't, but just keep watching.
Oh, there he is.
Mr.
What's
Big
going
Time.
on, man?
They call him Mr. Big Time.
Oh, there
What's
he
up,
is.
Joe? It says here on your bio, Mr. Big Time with the
No,
Netflix special.
no one says that.
No, I said that. I made that
I
up.
knew it. I knew it. You're such a liar.
I am. My pants are on fire.
I miss you, man.
I miss you too,
And
Joe.
you know what?
You don't miss me?
It sucked. I lost my phone in Maui, and you know when you lose your phone,
Yeah.
you just assume everyone has your new number.
Yeah.
And I don't. I didn't give my new
texted
number.
you recently?
I know. Can I give you my new number?
Yeah, not now over the air, though.
No, I'll do it right now over the air.
Why not?
213.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I may have hit you up and
I
said
feel
what's up.
that. You know why? Because I was in Irvine, and that's where you went up.
Yes, and dude, and we always talk about that was the coolest move out of all our comedian friends when you were like, "Hey, come open for me." That was so.
Yeah,
that was
and
a
you
fucking
went up.
thrill, man.
And
It was
you
a
killed
thrill.
it.
Killed it.
It was a thrill.
And you brought like 13 dudes.
And I brought the three the people I know.
Who was that? The soul brother that opened up for you too, the young kid.
Oh man!
Because I see him in a lot of like viral.
Oh, you're talking about
videos.
Batch?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
does he go by?
King Batch.
King Batch.
Yeah,
that's
man.
It.
Yeah.
I see
He
him,
was
like,
funny.
He's with Summer Rae, all these like ass cheek girls that are famous on Instagram. I
Yeah.
always see him on their videos. and
I
shit.
really feel like they're with him though.
Well, possibly.
And it's not him with them.
But either way,
He's
I'm
the
like,
one with
good for
13
him.
million.
Does he really have 13
He's got
million
13
followers?
million just on Instagram.
I'm sure,
Great
I'm
show.
sure he's fine with the residual ass cheeks.
Yeah.
that come along with that.
Absolutely, but I do see him in a lot of this stuff. King Batch, also a great comedian. Jo Koy is here, though. He's got a lot of cool stuff on, but let's get the stupid questions out of the way. We were comparing asses. We want to see what you think. Spot, can you pull up that chart real quick?
Yeah.
Of,
Do I look anywhere? Where do I look?
Yeah,
No,
we're
it's going to be right here.
We're going to stand up and you...
Yeah.
No,
I was gonna.
Right.
whose ass is better, mine, Rich, or Spot's?
Yeah, these apparently the 4 types of butts.
Okay, you can go ahead and throw away number 2 and 3.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. Drop those. Number 2 is just basically a back that goes right to the ankles.
That's a terrible one. That's the square.
Number 3.
See, 3 is deceiving because I like 3 because I think it's just a bad representation. That's like a yoga girl butt. It's just a bad angle.
No,
it's a bad angle,
That's
Joe.
not a bad angle at all. That's just a bad butt. Seriously, and a bad pair of jeans for sure. Definitely. Number 1 is actually the
winner.
That's the winner.
I think
And
it
then
is.
number 4 is just kind of like
It's a little too
too
much.
much.
I guess the thighs reach out a little more than the butt does there.
Yeah.
So you can play along at home, by the way. We tweeted this out at Covino and Rich, and you can follow Joe at Jo Koy, JOKOY. One more thing, Joe. Have you seen this? Right before we walked in, we realized there's a new. You know how they have these guy sex toys, like revolutionary.
Okay, yeah.
This is the new Asian sex toy, and I know you're Filipino, so I don't know if this has come to your people yet. But Spot, do you have any
It's the
music that goes along with
it's
it?
the same thing. Oh, that's fun.
So it's
That's the music I listen to, by the way, even without the machine.
I know the virtual reality
Why am I
goggles.
horny right now? Turn that music up.
The fake boobs he's grabbing
Yeah.
and the apparatus that's going up and down on his penis at the same time.
Oh, so good in the morning.
It's unbelievable. I mean,
That's unbelievable.
Is this where things are going? Is this an embarrassment?
You know what? Here's the thing. We laugh at this.
Yeah.
But it is really going there.
I believe it.
It's
yeah,
really,
for
really
sure.
going there. My son is 13, and he cannot.
He wants this for Christmas.
My son was like, "That's what I was trying to invent, Dad." No, my son with his phone.
Yeah.
Literally, he would rather FaceTime a friend that's right in front of him than to actually talk to him in front. You know what I mean?
It's unbelievable.
It's
By
that
the way,
bad.
13,
Did
he's
I spit
13.
on you? I'm sorry.
No. I'm saying, oh my God, he's 13.
Yeah, he's 13, man.
And you spit on me. No, but no.
Yeah.
No, but 13 is that primo age where things start to change a lot. You know what I mean? Like he's spending a lot of time in his bedroom. I'm sure.
How old are you?
40, yeah.
You're 40. Okay, so then like we had to get creative. It was Victoria's Secret.
Sure. Yeah.
It was Sears catalog. It was J.C. Penney.
Scrambled porn.
And not only that,
Yes.
to get your first nudie magazine took guts because you had to go.
Bro,
you
my
had to
heart
go,
was beating out of my chest.
For sure.
You had to go buy much like booze. You had to either try to pay some hobo outside to go in and buy it for you, or you went in and tried to be like, pretend you were of age with some bullshit ID or something.
Yeah.
There's no strategy
It
anymore.
got to the point where I was just like overly confident that it almost looked creepy. You know what I mean?
A stack of club magazines.
Butt blasters and
I know.
and Fanta and a can of Fanta.
I remember my first one. Sally Scuds was on the cover. It was a copy of Big Ones, and it was embarrassing. And I cut school just to get nudie magazines.
And by the way,
in New York.
he said that the Fanta's a great part of this because I feel like anytime you bought anything slightly embarrassing, you needed to try to disguise it. I remember buying condoms with my high school girlfriend because I was trying to be responsible, and I would always buy like a Rice Krispie treat or some shit. Like, it was like, the Rice Krispie treat. Oh, and by the way, the condoms. Throw those condoms in too.
Man. How do you eat Rice Krispie treats without condoms?
But a Snapple, a Rice Krispie treat. Oh, and by the way, those condoms.
Yeah, please.
That was also very embarrassing. You had to buy that shit for sure.
You would always wait until the store is empty. You do the fake pace around the place, like, oh, what do I need? What do we need?
Yeah.
The minute no one's at the counter, you're like, condoms, please.
The random neighbors also in the store with you. You know, you don't want to get caught out there looking like a creep. But at that age, what's the role you play? Because you're like a cool dad, right? I imagine you're still a cool dad.
You know, it's funny because I talk about it on stage and in front of my son, and that's how cool it is right now.
Oh, man.
So he knows it's cool. He's like, whatever, bro.
Does he try now?
Dad, lotion's in my bathroom.
Oh, really?
Here's the thing.
Nah, he don't care.
Is there any backfire to this? Because I'd imagine you're such the cool dad that he's gonna try to test the boundaries, or it's gonna be like, your dad, we're drinking and smoking weed, like, and you're gonna at some point you're gonna have to be like, listen, I'm the cool dad, but I'm not that fucking cool.
Yeah, just put the gun down already, man. God, we have money. Why are you robbing
Use
people?
the sex toy in your room, not in the living room.
It's like your little brother starts to just
he's disrespectful.
He's disrespectful. Like we realize that the difference. Covino has a brother that's what, like early 20s.
24, yeah.
His parents had a kid when he was 18.
Yeah.
So Covino was scared to say nipple in front of his mother. Covino's little brother will like smoke weed in the basement. He's like, I don't want to go outside, yo. It's cold.
That's why I bring my bitches, yo.
How old is your brother now?
24. He just turned 24.
24.
And he'll say, obnoxious things like that to my mom, and they'll fight, like, hey, mom, beat it. I got bitches downstairs, yo.
It's a different generation now.
Like,
man.
too tired to kick his ass, you know? Yeah, much older. It's like dealing with.
Hey, mom, I'm trying to get
different-
laid. Can you leave?
Exactly.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Where I would hide. I was way more discreet.
You would
than my
wait till
brother.
your parents left and then tell girls that you let your parents live with you.
Oh yeah.
I let those old
Once
folks.
I lived with them till
I know.
you say in my 30s, but I wasn't. 27. So Joe, man, you got so much cool shit going on, dude. I'm so excited for you, man.
Thank you.
What's been going on since you were last here? Like, was it all preparation for the Netflix special?
It was all about you. Oh, dude, this
I'm
Netflix
pumped for you,
special.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just watch like I'm on like such a comedy tear right now. Watching,
Yes.
I'm sitting at home, like as you like to say, you're like Joffrey, old school style, Game of Thrones. Like you watch a comedy
Give him a
special,
chance.
and you're like, I'll give you a chance and see how long you last. And I've been lasting all. I think they're all great. I said the Jim Norton one, raunchy but great. I thought the Chappelle comeback was awesome.
Yeah.
Schumer was all right. I thought it would need to be worked out a little more. I watched Berbiglia last night, and we're ready for yours.
I can't wait, man.
Did you see Chappelle's?
Of course.
He
I
talks
watched
a lot about Filipinos on there. Was there anything that stood out to you? I'm trying to remember what he was saying.
It was so cool that but I loved how he did it, man.
Right,
It was
he was
so,
talking Pacquiao,
so
I remember at one
smart
point.
and political.
Yeah.
And it was just cool, man. But just his wealth of knowledge too.
Just loved it.
It was so cool, man.
Did you like the first one or second one better? Do you have a preference on that?
I don't. I really
Like them
don't.
both?
I thought they were both. My only critique was the way the second one was shot. I felt like it was shot a little better.
It shot better than the first
I thought
one.
so. Yeah. It had just like this cool vibe to it.
And now Jo Koy special, which is like,
Bro,
that sounds so cool to me, man. I
wore every hat on this one, man.
What do you mean? It's a whole mix of shit.
Well, it's just that I could have went one route and did what I did in the past and went with a producer that did everything on their own, or I did it this way where it was like, I'm going to pay for it.
So this is your baby.
I financed this whole thing, man.
Music, clothes, everything was your
I
decision.
picked it from the stage direction to the director to the lighting director
Oh,
to
shit.
So the credits at the end would be like Jo Koy, Jo Koy, Jo Koy, Jo Koy.
yeah. Basically, man.
Dude, that's awesome.
It was crazy, but it felt so good to actually like when Netflix picked it up. It was just like, oh,
Well, tell us
like
how
this sigh of relief, man, because it was like a year of me going.
Well,
Bro,
first of all,
I might be broke for a little bit, man.
I'm just curious how this all sort of, like you said, the whole, not only the process with Netflix, but all the steps in making sure everything's done the way you want it to be done. Like, first of all, Jo Koy, live from Seattle.
Yes.
Do you choose Seattle because you're like, that's such a great hometown.
I'm from Tacoma, baby.
It's a home turf. You know you're going to feel comfortable. Is that step one? Like, let's pick the location?
To be honest, I didn't know if I was going to be comfortable there because that's not even like my go-to spots.
Right.
Like, if anything, it was San Francisco would have been like a cush place to go for me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This was just me, like, I always wanted to be like, I want to play where I grew up.
I gotta say this, man. When we went to your show in Irvine, I mean, it was like going to a Pacquiao fight. I mean, you get the support from your peoples like crazy,
we always knew
dude.
that you had a huge fan base. We knew that, but I've never seen someone light up their crowd. Like that was an experience, man, for real.
Filipino chicks, like for miles, like we were just looking at like what a diverse crowd you have.
It's a diverse.
It's very
diverse.
And very awesome, man. I mean,
I feel
rock
like
star.
I feel like my Filipino, they fill in the extra seats that I need.
Yeah.
But man, I was in Utah, not one Asian. You know what I mean?
I just came back from Utah this weekend.
It was man.
I'd never been there. It was awesome.
It was
awesome.
amazing, but it was just.
So it just depends where you are.
Yeah, and it's just not. But it's just like I think people just relate to what I'm talking about.
Of course,
and it's like it's my mom. She's Filipino, but everyone's like, my mom does the same thing.
Right?
It's it's just my mom has that accent, or my son does this, and it's pretty cool, man. They're coming out, man. I can't wait to see what the Netflix special does after this.
You know, you were so great at playing off the crowd when we saw you. Do you do a lot of any of that in the Netflix special?
Well, that was because I was preparing for the special.
Okay, because I was gonna say you did crowd work is such a tricky thing because you could see which comics are really good at it and which ones are all right at it. Like you had something for anything someone said. I felt like you had some calculation.
Yeah.
Either you're the fastest fucking thinker there is, or you over the years have mastered the witty comeback for anything possible.
I'll tell you this right now. It's like. When I go into the crowd, literally when my mouth opens, I have no fucking idea what's coming out. It's the weirdest shit from the brain to the mouth.
It's the ultimate in improv.
Yeah.
It is, and it's scary, man. And it's like sometimes I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Like, and I gotta find that out. And sometimes I can't find it, but I've been blessed. I've been blessed.
Sometimes
for the most
you get gold.
part.
Now on the special, is there any particular go to the crowd work at all? Or no?
Well, with the special, it's like you spend so much money. It's like you gotta hit those jokes. You gotta do the routine. But the beginning, when I first walked out, it was all ad lib for about 2 minutes about Seattle, and then I went right into the routine.
Right into it. You've already seen it, or no? I mean, it's your baby, so editing, I imagine, is part of it.
Yeah, I was sitting in that editing bay, man. It was so rough. I have such anxiety watching myself, and then of course when you pay for it, you're just like, oh, I got to cut that. Oh, I don't want to cut that.
And you can't redo anything, right?
Nah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, man.
I mean, if you wanted to, but would that be weird if you're like, all right, guys, stop. I want to redo that joke?
No, but it was like I didn't want to cut that joke out. It's like you got to tighten it for the special, and it was just like, oh, I don't want to cut that one out.
Is it awesome or a shortcut? I mean, it can be totally just fine when you see a lot of the comedy specials where you could tell they're cutting from different nights.
Oh, that's so funny.
Because I saw that on Chappelle. And
here's
it was
my blessing, and you're going to love this one. The night before... well, not even that. I was in Irvine with you, I think. Wasn't it last year? Weren't you at the Irvine?
Yeah.
So that was right before I taped my special.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's been that long.
Sick.
I remember I gave you a big pep talk. No.
But I got sick that week because I did 10 shows that week. And I got sick, man. And so right before I taped the special, we had a doctor come to my room and shoot me up with all kinds of meds and everything. I was out, bro. So the second show... there was no way we could cut from first to second. That was all first because the second show was all like, I was talking like this. So it wouldn't match.
Right.
So I was like, it was kind of like a catch-22, but it was just kind of like, well, I can't take from the second show.
Is there added pressure? There's got to be added pressure knowing that you're filming for the special, no?
Yeah.
Or do you have to convince yourself, not business as usual?
Yeah, no. It was highly stressful, man. I was like, if I screw up now, this is it, man.
Especially,
and I still got to pay everybody.
Well, Rich and I were talking about how Netflix is really proud of their original programming and the new shows that they have, and the Will Smith thing coming out, and and their comedy. I feel like they're doing so much for comedians.
Unbelievable, right?
So how is this working though? Do you go to them? They come to you?
I'm blessed that they put me in this little this
run they
group,
got,
this
right?
run that they
Yeah.
got, and they're doing it every week. So
awesome.
every week it's a new comic, and I'm
Right.
part of this little, like last week
Is
was
it really
Chappelle.
every week?
It's every week.
No
Last week was
way.
Chappelle. The week before that was Norton,
So it's Jo Koy week.
and this is Jo
Dude,
Koy's week,
that's
man.
great.
I like Joe Koy week.
So,
I'm excited.
But
Tomorrow
they come
is,
to you though?
Huh?
They come to you? Or you go
Yeah,
to
well,
them, or-
we went to each other. It was just kind of like they came to see the new act, and then I was like, "Let me put this out." And right when I got it done,
Awesome.
they were like, "Don't give it to anybody else. We want it," and they took it, man.
Dude, he's dealing with the big dogs, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
It's a blessing.
So
man.
sad.
let me ask you, and listen, not to talk exact numbers, obviously. We're not going to ask you that, but
That's why he didn't hire anybody, so he gets everything.
But you see a guy, the numbers they talk about Chappelle, like tens of millions of dollars.
20 million a show.
Are they throwing like big money to comedians, or is that just is that just Chappelle? Like, are
Well, that's
is
Chappelle, man.
But I'm saying compared to other projects you've done, is Netflix paying for comedy?
This was the most money I made off of my special. Yeah.
Okay, so Netflix.
Yeah.
First of all, awesome for you. But
put a lot
it seems
into
like
it,
I was
too.
going to say because Netflix seems to be.
Yeah,
they
and
have.
that's on top of what I put in.
Did you have people check their phones when you tape this?
What
Check their phones at the door.
So no one leaks any of
Because
your shit.
I feel like Chappelle during his special made a reference like, I'm glad we all put technology down. And I'm like, I bet you he's getting paid like over $50 million. I bet you he made everyone check their phones because they knew they were taping a special. Have you ever done that?
He was having a really bad problem though. Like
Of people-
it was getting really, really like he couldn't even perform. Like it kind of like that was his whole problem. Like imagine going on stage and all you see are just 5,000 people with their phones up. So that was his problem. Mine is just kind of like I got 6 people off to the side trying to bootleg my thing, but and that's easily corrected for me. And yeah, I do say something.
What do you think happens after this? I mean, obviously you're a big name already, you're a big name comedian, or you wouldn't have the special, but it comes out, and then for a good week, everyone's gonna be talking. Yo, did you watch that new Jo Koy one yet? So now, what happens after that?
Is it gonna?
this
You're gonna
more
get a
hype?
little. You're gonna
What
get
sort of aftermath do you witness after this?
It's going to be, when I went into Netflix and they showed me how far their reach is, it's actually mind blowing.
Really? They showed
Oh
you
my
numbers
God.
of like here's
Are you
how
kidding
many
me?
people watched this
it's
one.
So sick, bro.
Really?
They own whatever it is that
That's
TV's
awesome.
trying to do.
Yeah, they're doing it.
No, Netflix is doing it. They are the blueprint. They have the blueprint out, but for some reason, no one knows how to read it correctly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's right there on the table, but no one can seem to do it.
By the way, is that
they
gonna?
got it down packed like a science man.
I was gonna say when you think about it, everyone has Netflix or they're using someone else's password.
Bro,
so
when
every
they-
single person is watching shit.
And would you? And here's the cool thing about
Yeah.
Netflix. When I went into that marketing department, they know those numbers. What exactly what
course.
you just said,
Yeah.
man. When he said and I'm making up numbers and don't quote me on this.
Yeah,
so I'm
right,
gonna
right.
make up some, but it's very
5
close
billion.
to it.
No,
No. It's even worse than that. It's like 190 million. It's like a reach like that.
Wow.
Like they
Yeah.
say, it's in 190
So there's gonna be a
million.
lot of new people who see your what's the image for the new special? What was
I'll show you guys. I'll show you today, man.
about-
Everyone's gonna see that and be like, oh, Jo
Kuwait
Koy.
and Ventura, you guys go check out the billboard.
I was
Thank you,
gonna say,
Netflix.
it's gonna move. It's gonna move in your pants when you sign onto Netflix and under the new things or trending it
Yeah.
says Jo Koy.
Oh,
you are gonna.
I'm gonna cry.
You're gonna want that Asian sex toy.
I'm gonna cry. I already have it on order.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
By tomorrow.
I bought it
there
on
it is.
Amazon.
There it is.
Oh, that's the one.
That's it, man.
Look at that.
That's
Did
it.
you pick that one?
No, here's a funny thing, man. They even said, "Let us pick it, bro. Just trust us on this." And I was like, "Yo, whatever you guys want to do."
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was that one.
No, that's that little,
Jo
the
Koy.
highlight thing.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they
So
do.
it's a
Between raising a teenage boy and growing up with a Filipino mother, stand-up comic Jo Koy has been through a lot. He's here to tell you about it. So you got your fans who are stoked about it, and then you're just going to win so many new ones over. Because, there's comedians
what's
that I don't
crazy,
know a
bro?
whole lot, but I'll check it out just because
Yeah.
it's there.
Oh,
You
thank
know?
you, man.
You're wearing a cool windbreaker.
Crooks and Castles. I'll give them that shout out real quick.
Did you decide to be like, I got to wear something cool for this?
My boy owns that. He owns that company. Dennis owns that, and I wanted to rock something for him. He also did the logo on stage for me. He designed the logo. The JK.
That's important, man. We always say that a lot of times when people look back and they go, "Oh, which special?" You describe it by like, "Oh, it's the one where like Jim Jeffries." You know the one where he's wearing that like shiny like fake leather looking
brown
jacket.
leather jacket or the
Yeah.
black leather
Or like,
jacket?
oh, the which Chris Rock one? Oh, the one where he's wet. You'll specials based on what people are
That's
wearing.
so true, man.
It is true.
So
So
true.
it's- I
Everyone
feel like-
remembers Eddie Murphy's red leather outfit.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's true.
You know what's
Absolutely.
funny is I saw an interview with him and Byron Allen.
Yes.
And Byron was like, that red outfit. He was like, he goes, would you believe that was 3 different reds? He made a security guard go to like get the red jacket, and like the red pants
Oh,
were
really?
different. Yeah, and then his
Oh,
shoes
I
were
didn't even
different. Yeah,
know.
yeah. Like his shoes were black, I think, but it was like 2 different reds or something like that.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think he did have black shoes on.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I
no.
think so. For some reason I thought it was all red, but it was just like,
But it's a big part of what you remember. And we got on our, Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yep.
We were talking about his bulletproof vest thing that he was wearing in his last special. And he's like, but those shoes. He's like, you know whose shoes they were?
Justin Timberlake.
They were I'm like, you wore another guy's shoes? He wore Timberlake's shoes for that last special. But dude, so exciting. Now, how do you monitor this? Is there any way for you to monitor? Are you going to be checking social media? I mean, this is your baby, so let's not downplay the fact that you want to know, how successful it's going or what the buzz is.
Yeah.
So how do you monitor the buzz?
Okay, I'm not trying to brag,
No,
but
yeah,
like,
no,
but
do
like,
it.
but like Irvine right now is, I just did it again. When you did it with me last year, I did, I think 8 shows.
Yeah, and that place is
in a
packed
row.
for you.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
It's 500 seats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, by
this
the
year,
way, he did a meet and greet. It was, you're great with your fans.
Your,
dude. I just
your
gotta throw that out
sister,
there.
your sister
Always.
runs the operation with
right?
you.
So cool.
right?
So cool.
It's a family thing.
Yeah.
But like this year was, I did 11 shows. So like, and that's without the special. So
Big venues.
that's how I'm gonna judge how this thing
Got it.
works. It's like how many extra shows
How
am I
many
gonna
extra
add?
shows?
And, yeah, man.
Dude, well, you deserve it. You've been kicking ass for a long time. We're just excited because, again, like you're part of that weekly thing that everyone's excited about now. So, Jo Koy tomorrow,
If
guys.
I make this money,
Yeah.
I'm buying everybody the Japanese masturbation.
Yes!
And I'm not even joking.
Now you gotta watch
I'm
it.
not even joking.
Hit him up at Jo Koy.
Netflix tomorrow night. And guys, we got to get out of here. At Jo Koy, hit him up. We'll see you tomorrow. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.